Hi there. Let's talk about mental health. It is an important conversation to have, especially now during a pandemic, but it is not an easy one to have. I remember for me in 2019, I found myself alone in a hotel room and I couldn't even look myself in the mirror. When I finally did, all I could think of is I am not worthy and I'm not enough. And I didn't realize that those thoughts were constantly in the back of my head as I went through life. And it caught up to me. It overwhelmed me. It surpassed me. It held me down. And while I was physically and financially and spiritually well, my emotions and my mental health was severely neglected. So I look back and I'm really proud that I had that experience. I'm really happy that I had that experience because I realized I had to go searching for the tools to perform mental hygiene. See, a lot of us, we think mental health is synonymous to mental illness. So even if you might not have a diagnosis, or even if you do, you still have to perform mental hygiene every day, doing consistent, conscious action to care for your mind. And that requires releasing judgment. There's a lot of stigma surrounding mental health. And that's a lot in part because we think who we are is what we do. At this time, many of us find what we do is changing and we're faced with who we are. And who we are is a reflection of our childhood. So going back, rolling up our sleeves and finding the connection or the correlation between childhood trauma and the thoughts that we constantly think in our head. If we don't have the capabilities to process thought, even if something wonderful is happening to us, we could think it's the worst thing. Or if we do have the capabilities, the worst things can be happening to us, but we are processing it very well. If we want to be holistically healthy, we have to address our mental health because what the mind thinks is what the body does. Where the mind goes is where our body follows. So we can't just focus solely on physical well being and not our mental well being. And to do that, we need to have good mental hygiene. If you are interested in this conversation, be sure to check out the link above I share a lot of tips and references that I think will prove helpful to you. The focus on the class was about what you could do proactively and preventatively to care for your health. Thank you for joining, and I will see you next time.